Today, when I was traveling to work, I was listening to Jynxzi's podcast, and the guest was Moist Critical, or Penguin Z, with whichever nickname you know him as.
I haven't finished Hunter x Hunter. I'm a shithead. I haven't even finished One Piece. By the way, where are you in your One Piece journey?
I'm still on Fishman Island arc, which is like 550 something. It's so boring. I hate Fishman Island so fucking much. He just turned and looked at me like, yeah, shit is trash. I know it gets super good after, but it is turbo ass right now.
And I knew from previous videos that I've seen from him that we were kind of near at One Piece. But bro, like when I heard he was in the Fishman Island today morning, I was like, I gotta talk about this. So he mentions that Fishman Island is turbo ass, and I can't really deny that. So far. Like, yeah, we've seen some cool shit. Not gonna say otherwise. But it's not the most fun I had while watching One Piece. By the way, I'm around 5:30 or something, episode-wise. Like, I'm at the beginning of Fishman Island arc. Like, so far, it's not the most interesting island we've been in. Like, yes, of course, mermaids are cool, very cool. And, like, some stuff are cool. Let's just say that. And we've heard some very cool stuff too, and we've seen some cool stuff too regarding to Crew's new powers and all. But overall, so far, not the most interesting arc. My friends and many people say that it gets really good, but yeah, like I said, at the beginning at least, it's not the most interesting arc.
Bro, the biggest thing that stops me in One Piece is like when there's a shitty arc and and they're like, oh no, it's not filler, you gotta watch. I'm like, dude, like.
Jynxzi makes a good point too. Like, there are two types of breaks I feel like I need to take when watching One Piece. One is the fire extinguisher breaks when the episode is fucking fire. Like, it gets so hot that I need to open the window and the AC at the same time. And the second breaks are when the episodes are just ass. Like, don't get me wrong, I generally get to see cool stuff in those episodes too, so it's not all loss, but I generally feel like I gotta stop and do other stuff and then come back. Because, like, bro, like, there are some episodes that are just boring. Like, nothing is happening. And I'm not talking about, like, the episode being filler or something. What I'm talking about is just when they're just running. Like, for example, in the Marineford arc, it's an awesome arc. Wonderful stuff happen. Awesome. But I think we gotta say, like, there are just a lot of running. A lot of running. Maybe too much, I don't know, but a lot of running. So that's something I don't really enjoy much. I like spending some quality time with the crew. I even watched the first 4 One Piece films so far, and they're very old, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't see many people willingly watching them. I'm not saying they're bad, but they're old, If you're a One Piece fan and you've been watching, like, relatively newer episodes for a while now, I don't really see you going back to those films. But I liked the retro stuff. I mean, One Piece isn't retro, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. But you know what I mean. I like watching old stuff too. So I enjoy that. I appreciate the difficulties they had back in the day and the solutions they've got for those. That's a whole other topic. We can talk about that in another video. But I enjoy seeing those and spotting those, and that's fun. So yeah, like I like watching even the filler stuff about One Piece when it's not mega ass. And I gotta tell you, the 4th film was mega ass, and not ass, but ass. That was a big disappointment for me, because the first 3 film, and we're getting the weeds of it now. Like, the first 3 film was fun. I believe it gets better and better with each film, but 4th film is the one that is a feature-length film, but it feels the most less of a film in comparison to the first 3. So that's sad. But as far as I believe, the production of the 4th film was when the Alabasta arc was happening, and that arc is awesome. So maybe they lacked attention or something. I don't know. That's my theory. So yeah, before we get too deep into this, a double take from Jynxzi. And Charlie says,
when there's a shitty arc, and and they're like, oh no, it's not filler, you gotta watch. I'm like, dude, like,
God, and there's quite a few of those, man. Especially early on, there are some stinkers, like straight up clunkers in the beginning of One Piece.
my friends say that as well. And, I didn't had much episodes or arcs that I didn't really enjoy much up until now. Like I said, my complaints begin in Impel Down and in the Marineford, because there was just so much running, man. Like, I loved nearly everything that they showed us, but in between there were just so many running, so much running. I don't know. So that's probably my only complaint about those arcs. Those arcs are awesome, by the way. But like I said, so yeah, that's really about it. I just wanted to mention this because it was pretty interesting to, hear this from Charlie, and yeah, from Jynxzi as well. And also, the Jynxzi podcast seems pretty dope. I've only seen the Charlie episodes so far, and like, Jynxzi seems like a pretty cool dude too. I haven't seen his streams. I've of course watched the streamer awards, so I've seen him at there, but that's the only knowledge I had about him. But he seems like a pretty cool dude. So I'll definitely look forward to other episodes of Jynxzi Podcast, and maybe I can check out Jynxzi as well. So yeah, that's really about it. One Piece, very cool anime, very cool manga by Eiichiro Oda, and the Jynxzi Podcast by Jynxzi, a very cool podcast. So check both of them out. Both awesome, both probably worth your time, and most importantly, both are fun. So yeah, that's really about it. Bye bye.